Hi, it's Oliver from Oliver's ESL. I think you can see the yellowing and browning leaves behind me. That's a sure sign that it's fall here. The temperatures have been dropping below zero down to -2 or so. So that causes these leaves to turn yellow, where during the summer they were always green. Now, today I'd like to tell you about three phrases in the English language that have the word fall in them. One is falling out. Now, that can have the literal meaning of something falling out of a container. For example, like here in the fall, we harvest our apples this time of the year. And if I have a basket that I fill full of apples and maybe I filled it too full and I start carrying it around, the apples might just fall out. But then there's the noun phrase, which we say is a falling out. That usually means that people who were in agreement about something all of a sudden have a big disagreement about them and they separate from each other. They're estranged from each other. So they don't agree, and often a falling out can be quite bitter with some anger. So if people don't want to hurt each other, they tend to fall apart as well. Now, the next verb or phrase is fall apart. And fall apart means that there was something that was a whole thing, a whole entity, and then it starts to break apart into different parts, fall apart. So, for example, if I have an old car and it's very difficult to maintain and parts of it just keep falling off or they aren't working very well, we could say, my old car is falling apart. But it can also refer to, for example, a group of countries, a group of nations who get together and they have a common goal in history, whatever it is that they want to accomplish. And then all of a sudden, some of those countries decide, no, they don't agree with the goal anymore. And so that grouping of countries or nations begins to fall apart. So it can be applied to many different things. For example, an older person might say, oh, my body's falling apart. Now, the last one is falling off. Falling off usually means a reduction in something. Something gets smaller. So it's often used in sales, for example. A corporation is selling a particular product, and perhaps the sales have been going really